That was embarrassing. Well, the baking PJs are back on, so you know what that means. We're doing another episode of Baking with Jack. You guys have been loving all the recipes from the banana bread. That was the OG recipe. I'll have that linked up above. We did grandma's vegan chocolate chip cookies. We've done granola. Today, we are gonna be doing Hello Dollies. Now, I don't know if everyone calls these Hello Dollies, but I've always grown up calling these Hello Dollies. So they're Hello Dollies, magic milk bars, whatever you wanna call them. They're so easy to do, they're so delicious, and it's just like a very decadent, chewy, ooey, gooey dessert, and I haven't made these in probably like 2.5 years. So personally, in this very moment, I'm super excited. I think you guys will like them, and they're super easy to veganize. So let's just hop into it. Okay, first up, what you're gonna need are graham crackers. These ones are vegan friendly, there's no honey in them, so I just kind of grind them up myself. So we're gonna do a little DIY graham cracker crumb with that. We've got some sweetened flaked coconut. Now you're gonna want either walnuts or pecans. I like both, so I put them in together, but the recipe actually just calls for walnuts. But just FYI, you're gonna want some plant-based butter, some chocolate chips. Now you're also gonna want some sweetened condensed coconut milk. That can be really hard to find though in the stores, and I couldn't even find any today. So we're gonna be doing an at-home coconut sweetened condensed milk recipe, which is super easy to do. So you're just gonna want some full-fat coconut milk. You don't want like the drinking coconut milk, like you want like the ones in the can that you have to like crack open. That is super, super thick because that has all the fat in it, which is exactly what we want for the recipe. And then you're just gonna need a little bit of white sugar. So it's pretty simple to actually like construct and put together. It doesn't take too long. The first step though we've got to do is get this coconut milk on the stovetop. Now I'm gonna confess, like I said, I normally just use the can of sweetened condensed coconut milk and they were out. So I've actually never made homemade sweetened condensed coconut milk, but like I always say with these videos, it's a little trial and error. There's no such thing as perfect baking. I mean, I guess there's supposed to be, but it's not. Anyway, so we're gonna try making it on the stovetop, and we just wanna get that going. Now, pro tip, you want the most full-fat coconut milk. So I actually have a couple of different containers here. This one though, the one that was only 5 grams of fat, and the other one is 13 grams of fat. So you're gonna wanna go for the higher fat, the more full-fat option. So I'm gonna be using these TNT coconut milks. Now, I'm gonna pop up the recipe on screen. I wanna give a huge shout out to my mama. This is like her OG family recipe, and we used to have these as kids growing up all the time, and she used to make like the non-vegan version, but we have since veganized it now that we're both vegan. I think it's actually better because it's even more coconutty, and it actually makes way more sense. So you're gonna need a 1/2 cup of the butter, 1.5 cup of graham crumbs, 1 cup of chopped nuts, 1.5 cup of chocolate chips, 1.5 cup of flaked coconut, and 1 1/3 cup or 1 can of sweetened condensed coconut milk. Like I said, we're doing a little recipe. I think the right ratio is 1 can of coconut milk to 1/2 can of sugar. So we're gonna actually be doing 2 cans. I'm gonna kind of double up the recipe a little bit. That is the proper recipe. You guys know that I like to do interpretive baking, so we might change some of the ratios. But let's start off with this coconut milk. Let's crack it open and let's get it on the stove. Fingers crossed I don't burn it. That would ruin the recipe. Okay, let's get started. Chef hats on, chef aprons on. Yes, chef, we're doing this. Let's get this going. So I'm just gonna, coconut milk in, yes. This is way more fun than just using the pre-made. We're gonna take the sugar, 1 cup of sugar. It seems like a lot of sugar. Didn't say these were healthy, y'all. So basically the goal with this is that we want a lot of the water to evaporate out of it, so that way it gets nice and thick and kind of gooey and caramelized. So I read on the internet that this should take, you know, maybe 25 to 35 minutes. So we're just gonna keep our eye on this. Okay. I'm just gonna let that just do its thing. Okay, so my vision was to do the graham crackers and get that all crumbed up and broken up, but now I'm like too afraid to leave this baby by itself. Okay, don't mind this hilarious tripod setup. This is like, you know, I've gotta be 8 different camera women at once. So now we're gonna take these graham cracker s'more thingies, and I'm just gonna basically pop this into my blender. If you have already crumbed graham crackers, then you're good to go. Or if you have a food processor, that's probably the move. I'm just gonna use my Vitamix because you guys know I use my Vitamix for literally everything. Look at this. Oh, we're getting somewhere. These graham cracker things are so good. Actually, I want to specifically give a shout out. This brand, oh my god, I cannot even read this word. Kinnikinnick? Shout out to Kinnikinnick, if I'm saying that right. Because finding vegan graham crackers is so hard because everything has honey in it, and I personally don't eat honey, so it was just so annoying to find. But this is, I swear. Ah! I think this is gonna overflow. This is getting floofy. Okay, I've turned the heat down a little bit. Whew, okay, this is keeping me on my toes. Anyways, shout out to Kinnikinnick. Long story long. That was embarrassing. I just worked fast. This is so stressful that I have like a pot on. Hot. So I'm going and doing 2 full boxes. This is definitely more than what the recipe calls for, but this is like also the best part, so I'm not mad. So this watermelon is gonna just need to move out of the way. So I'm just gonna pulse these, blend it up. Let's go to town. So I just kind of like to pulse it in the blender. These childproof locks just get me. Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna do the butter crumb crust part. I actually have a hole in my bowl, LOL. So let's just hope this doesn't completely leak out. Also, this watermelon just needs to exit. Okay, so we have our crumbs. I kind of actually like doing a bit of like an inconsistent size. Like I like to have some dust and then some of the actual bigger chunks. Okay, so we've got all this amazing cookie crumb. I'm gonna break up any of the chunks that are a little too big. So I'm just kind of manually, again, becoming the mixer. DIY graham cracker crumbs, DIY condensed coconut milk. We're just so homemade here in Jaclyn's kitchen. Oh, love, live, laugh, love, baby. Okay, so we need half a cup of butter, but I've got more graham crackers, so I'm gonna say cup of butter. I just forever stan Earth Balance. I think this is just the best vegan butter ever. Actually, I do also like the Mykonos one, but not for baking. Again, health is wealth. Oh my goodness. Live, laugh, love, baby. That's a ton of butter. Okay, so as that is in the microwave, I'm just gonna completely grease the dish. Oh, baby. Honestly, butter is just truly a gift. Okay, so I have the liquid butter melted. I'm gonna slowly make a delicious buttery paste. I'm just gonna not put it all in right yet because I feel like that's a lot of butter. Okay, screw it, we're going all in. Butter no. Wow, the smell of this, guys. The coconut, the graham cracker, the butter. I also love whenever I film these, like this is just gonna be my lunch. So I'm living over here. L-I-V-I-N. Okay, yes, this looks so good. I've got a little more butter. Let's just give it all that love. Okay, now we're gonna transfer this. First step, into the bowl. Okay, also I have definitely picked the wrong size dish. Guys, I just had a crisis. This pan, I picked the wrong pan. I'm just gonna do as I say, not as I do. I always approach everything in these videos the wrong way. There's just so much going on. I feel like I'm in like the chopped kitchen right now. And you know when like that person decides to use the ice cream machine at the last second and you're like, dude, do not use the ice cream machine. Okay, so what you could do is take parchment paper and do this, but my hands already, I mean, they're pre-greased with the butter on them already. So I'm just gonna smush this down and again, become the kitchen tool. We'll do a final smooth down with this. You could use wax paper too, whatever you have. Yeah, baby, this is a great foundation for these Hello Dollies. Stunning. I think it's almost there. Okay. Then we need to put in, make layers of chopped nuts, chocolate chips, and coconut. So chopped nuts, chocolate chips, coconut. This is the easy part, and I'm not even gonna measure. I can just eyeball this. So you can really do whatever combo of nuts that you prefer. I guess also if you're allergic to nuts, you could probably do like a sunflower seed or like a seed combo. So I'm gonna do a mix of walnuts and pecans. Those are my favorite in the recipe. And then some pecans. And then I feel like I need to kind of, again, become the mixer. Crush these up. Actually, I have a poll for the audience at home. Do you say pecan or pecan? I used to always see those Wendy's commercials and they'd be like, the apple pecan salad. And it's just like, no, it's definitely pecan. Or is that like a very Canadian way to say it? Oh, this looks so good. Okay, coconut. No, chocolate chip. Whee! This is actually like the most foolproof recipe. Like you can't really screw it up. You're just layering. I mean, unless you burn the coconut milk, but. Now time for the coconut. Wow, who'd have thought this actually turned out to be the perfect size pan? We're getting there. It's not quite, probably just a few more minutes and then we're good and then we bake it and that's it. Oh, this is taking way longer than it should have. Okay, I let the condensed coconut milk cool a little bit. I feel like I could have maybe cooked it a bit longer. Like it's definitely thick, but like I feel like I could have maybe like 5 more minutes, but I also don't want to burn it and I figure it'll cook more when I put it in the oven. I'm just gonna pour this on top. Let's hope for the best. That's some good. Like I know this isn't good for me. I just double dipped. Sorry, no one else eat this. I would die for that. Okay, time to go in the oven. They're gonna go in the oven for 25-ish minutes and we're just gonna hope for the best. Honestly, these look pretty good. These look, actually, let me get an image for the gram. If you don't follow me on Instagram stories, you always get a sneak peek of my recipes over there. Okay. Woo! Okay, I'll see you guys in 25 minutes. Now it is time for a kitchen cleanup, and I might just eat the rest of that coconut milk. Bye. Is it ready? Oh! Oh. I think maybe a little longer. Oh, that looks good. Maybe like 4 more minutes. Okay, I think it's ready. Oh, that looks insane. It looks like cheese. Like a cheese crust on top. Okay, I might have put a little too much coconut. Okay, the Hello Dollies are ready. I let them cool. I actually put them in the fridge to make sure they hardened and like stayed all together. They look insane. Like we need a close up on this as well. Look at how insane those look. Okay, so these look incredible. It is time for the most important part, a little taste test. And I am fully so hangry right now. I can't explain it. I like need food in my body. So I'm like definitely a center cut kind of person. So I'm just gonna have to go for it. Also, this is a very aggressive knife choice. Oh, it's so gooey. The question is, how do I get to the center? Should I just properly take these out? Oh my God, these are so gooey. I would argue that I put the perfect amount of condensed coconut milk. Oh my goodness. Look at that, okay. Oh my gosh, it's kind of crumbling and falling apart still. Should I use a fork? Is that like a little aggressive? I've been cured. I don't think you understand right now. This is too much. Too much for a Wednesday. I don't even know what to say. Each time I film one of these videos, I go, guys, it's getting better. This is even better than the last recipe. Like, I'm so deceased, I can't even stop eating it. Oh my God. Okay, I successfully have graham cracker crumbs all over me. I think I've got chocolate and like chewy condensed coconut milk in my teeth. I'm living. This is what dreams are made of. You all need to try out this recipe right now. Tag me in your Instagram recreations because this is a major success and you need to make these in your life. These are, oh wow. I'm sorry, I can't resist. There's like a crumb in here. It's the walnut too. It's so perfect, guys. This is a move. I am just absolutely obsessed. You need to try them out. Let me know how they turn out if you do. And the homemade coconut condensed milk turned out so good and it was cooked to perfection. So honestly, hats off to the chef. That's what I'm saying. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Let me know if you do want to see more cooking / baking with Jack videos because I have a lot more family recipes and amazing things that I think I need to create for you guys. Anyways, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, follow, eat a bite, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.